On question number 9, you're asked to find the domain and the range of the graph that's given to you. Remember, the domain is read from left to right, and it's your x values that we're interested in here. And the range, let me turn up the brightness, the range is read from down to up, and you're interested in the y values. So what I would recommend is labeling any endpoints, like right here, -7, 7, and the vertex, -3, -9, because one or both of those numbers will likely show up in your answer choices. Okay, I'm not going to give you the answer for number 9. I want you to remember, though, that the numbers that show up in your answer choices here will have brackets because the numbers are usually endpoints or part of the graph. And any arrows, which means the infinity symbols, those will have the parentheses, which is why the infinity symbols here all have parentheses. Moving on to question number 10. Question number 10, we're given a restricted domain of f of x. So we're going to restrict the domain so that the inverse is a function. Okay, don't worry so much about the language here. Let's just focus on what we know about inverses. We know for inverses on equations that the inside numbers are going to go on the outside and the outside goes on the inside, and that positives becomes negatives, negatives become positive. So all the signs are switching. Everything is switching when we're talking about inverses. So +4 on the inside becomes -4 on the outside. +8 on the inside becomes -8 on the inside. So these -12 ones here are in no way going to be our answer. So A and B are out. But now both of these are the exact same equation, so that's not very helpful. But they have different restrictions. And what you need to remember about these restrictions is this little rule here that if I have a negative infinity on the restriction, then the square root that I want has to be negative in the front. And if I have a positive infinity, then the square root that I want has to be positive. Well, this is a positive infinity, but that's not a positive square root. And this is a negative infinity, and it is a negative square root. So the correct answer is D. Question number 11, we're given a function, and we're asked to transform it to create g of x. So the one they're giving us is actually the g of x, and you can verify that because if you graph 3x minus 4 and use menu 5,1, you can find here that its starting point, so this is f of x, 3 square root of x minus 4, the one you're given, and it has a starting point at 0, -4, and the one over here is not at the same location. Okay, 0, -4 is right there. This is a little bit to the right, so this is at 1, -4. So it moved, it transformed. When we think of transformation, that's like up, down, left, right. Okay, it went to the right 1 unit, and when you go to the right 1 unit, you want a negative on the inside of my parentheses. So I'm looking for the one that has a -1 because it's to the right 1 unit on the inside. So the correct answer here is A. Question number 12 is not exactly something that I want to tackle at the moment, especially not just through the use of the video. So I'm going to say for question number 12, we're going to skip it for now and see if maybe next week we come back to this one. Although I hope you don't see this on your ACP, but we can talk about it at a later time.